If you've ever had that oh no moment where a birthday, a holiday, or a special event sneaks up on you, you're definitely not alone. Hi friends, my name is Tanna here with Creative Fabrica, and today's video is all about 3 separate crafts we can make for last minute gifts in under 30 minutes. All 3 craft projects are quick, they are beginner friendly, they can be tailored to any type of person you want to craft for and still feel really thoughtful and personalized. And the best part, all of the designs that I'm using are directly from Creative Fabrica, which makes this entire process so much faster. Instead of starting a design from scratch, you can grab high quality designs, customize them, and create something that looks like you spent a ton of time making. So whether you've only got 30 minutes, an hour, or you're literally crafting right now to head out the door, I've got you covered. So let's go ahead and jump on in. To get started, we are going to be working on a customized tag that we can print and cut and put on a custom cleaning solution to give to a friend or whoever. I just thought this was a cute little saying that we could put on some cleaning spray and just be a fun gift. So first I have Control-Alt-Delete in a really cute font called Bubble Mood, which you can find on Creative Fabrica. And I'm just going to shorten that line spacing a little bit just because it was kind of spread out. And I wanted it to look a little better in the ratio that we have going on for the sizing for our sticker. So after I have that, I'm going to type the mess because of course we want to Control-Alt-Delete the mess. And the mess, I'm going to be using the font Sugar Christmas Script, which is one of my all-time favorites. Next, I'm going to go ahead and mess around with the sizing a little bit just to make sure that I'm happy with it. And then I'm going to select all of the text, and we are going to right click and hit Make Compound Path just to make this process a little bit more simple. Now we're going to back out. We're going to make sure that we have that sized correctly for the bottle that we're using. I believe I did this 3x3 just because that worked the best for my bottle personally. Now, of course, we're doing a print and cut. That means we need to switch up some of the sizing on our page setup. So my media size is going to be letter, and then we're going to switch on our registration marks so that Silhouette knows to print this with the registration marks on so that our Silhouette knows exactly where to cut when we run this through. Now, of course, we only need one technically. However, just in case you mess up or do something wrong, I like to duplicate that a few different times, first to take up the whole page so we're not wasting any, but also that way we have a backup just in case we need it. Now that that is printed, we get to put that on our cutting mat, and you really want to make sure that you're lining that up as perfectly as you possibly can, just so that when you run it through your Silhouette, there's not going to be any issues with your registration marks. If it's off a little bit, your Silhouette can get a little confused, and we don't want to have that hassle. So just try to line that up as perfectly as you can and then run that through your Silhouette and watch the magic happen. Now I do recommend cleaning your spray bottle off with some alcohol beforehand just to make sure that this sticker is going to adhere as best as it possibly can, especially because it is going on a spray bottle. We want that to be as clean as possible to get the best adhesion that we possibly can. So just go ahead and line that up as well as you possibly can. And then you can either use your finger or a squeegee to fully tack that down and make sure there's no bubbles. Luckily, the sticker paper is very forgiving and does not bubble easily at all. And then you have a perfectly adorable Control-Alt-Delete the mess spray bottle. Now moving on to our next craft that we can gift in under 30 minutes, we are going to sublimate a cute mug. Sublimation mugs are one of the easiest things that you could possibly make for a gift because most of the time spent making the mug is it being heated or pressed in a mug press or in the convection oven. All we're going to need is some heat tape and our super cute transfer. This design did come from Creative Fabrica as well and will be linked down below for you. When it comes to a simple design like this versus like a full mug wrap, all you need is 2 pieces of that heat tape to secure your design. I like to start after centering and anchor that one side down with 1 piece of tape, and then I'll go in for the second side. I'll make this tape a little bit longer and I'll put that kind of halfway down, and then I'm going to push that as firmly as I can to the other side and then anchor that side down. This way there's no issues with pressure since I am using a sublimation oven versus a press. I know that I'm still going to get an adequate amount of pressure this way. Now I'm using the MakerFlow sublimation oven. I love this thing. It is great. I have my heat at 400 degrees and we're going to bake this for 14 minutes. Now when this comes out, it's going to be extremely hot. So make sure you have very well insulated oven mitts or some sort of protective gear for you to not get burnt. Moving on, we are going to make a really adorable customized tote bag with some DTF transfers. I'm going to start off by putting my tote bag as flat as I possibly can, and then we're going to do a nice solid pre-press to get that also as flattened as possible. Here is my transfer. It says, "If crabby, please return to the beach," and I just think it's so cute. We will be pressing this at 315 degrees for 15 seconds. We are going to do a hot peel and then we're going to press again one more time for another 15 seconds at 315 degrees. And then you have a fully adorable customized tote bag ready to gift. All right, that's going to be it for today's video. We made 3 different last minute gifts that are not only really quick to put together, but still feel really intentional and thoughtful, which is exactly what you want when you're short on time. If you have a favorite from today's project, I would love to know which one you'd actually make, so let us know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video and crafting alongside with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe to our channel for new crafty videos every week. I'll see you in the next one.